Oh, we didn't even do Caitlin Clark. I forgot to do Caitlin Clark. Okay, I got to do Caitlin Clark. We have to do it. It's anti-white racism, and as you know, I am a firm advocate for anti-white racism. More of this, please, is what I say all the time. And you know, you guys are going to be shocked to find out what my take is on this.
Clark, Rob, can you pull up the foul on Caitlin Clark and what's happened with the frenzy with the mark?
Actually, you know what? Clark, being incredibly telegenic and very good overall, okay, has alongside many other initiatives of like trying to make the WNBA more marketable, has kind of made the WNBA more marketable. Okay, a lot of people are paying attention, a lot of people are interested, and the reality is that you know, being white probably plays a role in her marketability as well. And I think a lot of people are upset. A lot of people that are in the WNBA get a little catty with it and have been bullying her apparently. And it is pissed off not just like right-wing culture warriors or whatever, but also simultaneously like basketball former pros that I watch as well. Like this is not like a contentious issue overall where people are just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Like, why are you bullying her this much? And I don't know if it's because like people are a little jealous or whatever, but the fact that like a WNBA flagrant foul has reached Washington Post article levels is insane. Okay. I don't know if it's like regular process in the WNBA to bully green rookies this hard. I don't know if it's partially because like people are kind of jealous. I don't know if it's because people are just like, yeah, you're a newcomer and therefore, you know, you don't deserve the spotlight in the way that you're getting the spotlight. I know that rookies get shit on. I know that rookies get hazed, guys. I understand that. But it does feel like it's a little overboard.
Mabry doubled.
Caitlin Clark was talking shit before that. I think that like a lot of the attention on this issue is a byproduct of culture war for sure. I do think that it's great overall that Caitlin Clark got a lot of attention in the NCAA and is, you know, brought a lot of eyeballs and brought a lot of attention to the WNBA as well. Not alone, mind you. Okay. But of course, the discourse very quickly turned into anti-white racism. People are saying that anti-white racism is in full display at the WNBA. A lot of people have also said ridiculous shit in terms of like defending her, you know, claiming that it's a not only anti-white racism, but also, you know, or even people that are shitting on Caitlin Clark as well. I think Pat McAfee said something along the lines of like calling her a white bitch or something, and people were mad at him. I'm not entirely certain as to what he said. Oh, here, Matt Barnes is who I was thinking of, who had a pretty good take on it, I think.
Going on right now. Caitlin Clark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season.
Listen, he's half white, guys. Okay, listen, he's Italian, he's white and black. Think about that. This man understands race. Okay, for all the white supremacists out there who are like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to hear his opinion on this.
She's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down. It is what it is. She's not the first. She won't be the last. My issue and my question is, where the f*** are her teammates at? Where y'all at? Where the rest of the Indiana Fever at? I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down, half-assed to pick her up. Like, y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the team. She's the star. You always protect your star. I was someone who protected the stars. Kobe, CP, Blake, list goes on. It's going to be a problem because you guys are supposed to be a family. And you wonder why you sit at the bottom of the league right now is because y'all don't protect each other, man. Coach don't do shit about it. Players don't do shit about it. Y'all should be ashamed of it. But the rest of the league is going to continue to test her. And that's what they're supposed to do. It's your guys' job to have her back and have each other's back. Got to do better, ladies. So there's a hot topic going on.
So, yeah, I think that as someone from Fever, her teammates suck. That's where they are. All our sports teams suck ass here. Okay, well, I mean, he's ultimately right. And I think the discourse very quickly moved into like white supremacist category. Because a lot of the right wing are like Caitlin Clark fans for the wrong reason, if you know what I mean. It's like like Larry Bird is a legendary basketball player, but like, I don't know how else to describe it other than, you know, I'm not slandering Boston because Kyrie Irving and Luka are going up against Boston right now. That's not the reason, but it is a little bit of the reason. At least the animosity towards Boston in general historically comes from that reason. Okay. So, you know, I think it's like, I think that it's a weird story because like, if Caitlin Clark wasn't white, I don't know if she would have this level of star power, even if she had the same skill, right? Because I do think that in a country like the United States of America, yes, white people dominating do definitely get extra attention from other white people. And it's not always just white supremacy. It is also sometimes, ironically enough, I guess in the most charitable way possible, it is not entirely just white supremacy. White supremacy plays a big role in it for sure, but also from the angle of like seeing someone like yourself. When I see a guy like Luka or Joker, ultimately it's a schlubby white dude playing basketball really well, not very fast overall. Like that makes me happy as well, even though LeBron is the GOAT, right? Put some respect on his name. But when you see someone doing something that's doing something in a really good way, that kind of looks like you, you're like, oh, that's sick. And then sometimes it's white supremacist in general. Okay, and I think that those are all the reasons as to why Caitlin Clark is so explosively popular, and also because she's a pretty great shooter overall. Are you saying that we need more white representation to amplify white voices, Lamont? No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm not. How can you get that out of anything I said? No, I'm saying that there is a... Explain Jeremy Lin. It's not just white people. Wait, what? Yeah, exactly. No, Jeremy Lin is a great example of this. Jeremy Lin is like still regarded as the GOAT for Asian hoopers in general. He's probably spawned off an entire generation of Asian hoopers for like the 1 week run that he went on. Linsanity was massive. No, that definitely is a huge deal. So yeah, I agree with that. I'm not even making a joke on this. I do legitimately believe that. Come on, dude. It was longer than just 1 week. Okay. In any case, I think there's a less nefarious reason for it as well. But I don't know if like the bullying is happening because she's a rookie and she's gotten a lot of what other WNBA players might think is undeserved attention. I think it's probably a little bit more on that front. Like, as a rookie, she was going to get bullied regardless. As a rookie who has a lot of eyeballs on her, she's going to get double the amount of animosity in general. And I think all of that combined is the reason why these things are happening currently. And yet, of course, the right wing is going to go right wing and go nutty mode and say a lot of unhinged shit.
We're talking about them maximizing their great potential. And because we bring that up and talk about what potentially might get in their way, which we do to men all the time, now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable. I resent that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, so let me, I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest
How about being a black man?
Being black. Hold on 1 second.
Have you?
So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though, and I know we got to go to break. And we didn't necessarily go there, and maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. When you no. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are going to say you know, and Stephen A., I know you just shared that you have talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about
I think it's a pretty solid take. I think it's just like regular ass bullying with a little bit more of like the you're not shit. Like, don't think that you're shit. It's more than regular ass bullying that rookies get, partially as a consequence of the fact that like there's a lot more extra attention on her. I think that's what it is.
who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right, we got to go.
You
guys.
You know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
A., I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Oh my Lord.
Okay.
All right,
Oh no, that's a blood feud. Oh no.
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
I think in a professional setting, there's no room for bullying. It was unnecessary. Bro, what are you talking about? We're talking about sports, okay? It's all ego. It's all machismo in many different layers. The fuck are you talking about? It's competitive professional sports. Of course there's bullying. What the Bro, she's not crunching numbers as an accountant. She's a rookie on a WNBA team. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course there's bullying. What?
I got it.
Guys, I really appreciate
you're my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A.,
Guys.
3 years ago,
I'll leave
you
it
would
at
not
that.
talk about the
Go
W
ahead,
at this
Mom.
level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Nobody was, Monica.
Guys.
You making Stephen A's point, Monica. Monica, you
Gentlemen,
making
please
Stephen
let
A's
me do my
point.
job. Please let me do my job. We've gone for 40 minutes straight. It was a riveting discussion. I have to get into commercial break.
His face. This is perfect. He had no one else cover the sport because nobody cared. If there's no interest, that's not their fault. Yeah, I mean, even this in and of itself is probably increasing the attention on the WNBA. Can you explain how bullying being a part of sports is a good thing? It's just a thing, okay? It's an expected thing. Professional sports is also at the intersection of entertainment and athleticism. So, like, this is a part of both of those things. Getting defensive about bullying in sports? Yes, I am. Especially when it comes to like competitive play. I personally think that it's like touchdown end zone dances, like touchdown celebrations or celebrations after a goal. It's like a normal occurrence and a good thing overall. You can also do it through the legal way of putting your nutsack on top of someone's head as well by just absolutely posterizing them. But, you know, sometimes it happens when the ball is not even in motion, like the ball's not even in play. What on earth are you talking about? Anyway. Son, can you please play the Stephen A. Smith video about Jason Whitlock? That shit gets me every time. No, we've done enough glazing at Stephen A. Smith. It's time to smoke Stephen A. Smith once again. Have you ever seen Jaylen Brown's lecture on panopticism? Yes, I have. I brought it up the other day when I mistook him for the guard of the Celtics. Yes. Sorry, not the guard. Sorry, Jason Tatum. Tatum is a forward. Brown is a guard. You know nothing about ball stop. Yes, sorry. I did it again. Jaylen Brown fasted Ramadan. He's a better Muslim than you, brother. Yes, he is. Wait, he has more on this issue.
I think anybody said is wrong. And in at least a couple of instances, I think Shannon alluded to where I'm about to go. I'm a bit more direct with it. I just want to let the audience know that I'm going to stand alone on what I'm about to say. I don't want anybody
He's brave, dude.
else to be held accountable for where I'm about to go. But I'm going to go there because it's First Take, and that's what we do on this show, even if it's just me. Catiline Clark and everything that everybody is saying is fine, and we're looking at Angel Reese and what Angel Reese has said, and Angel Reese is absolutely right. I love Angel Reese. I'm a fan. And I think she's going to be a damn good player, and she's going to produce for a long time in the WNBA. She was a national champion. She deserves all the props and all the credit in the world.
I love the vibe that Stephen A. Smith brings to the table every time he's about to say some shit. And he brings that same intensity when he's talking about Mewtwo dunking on LeBron James. It's just like there's always like Dark Soul Boss music playing in the background in his head. Like, what are you going to do? You're about to defend a white woman. Like, what are we doing here? It's not the bravest take of all time, okay? I promise you. It's crazy.
But let's keep in mind, it wasn't her game that was getting all the notoriety, despite the fact that she was a pretty damn good player. It was the fact that she was waving in Catiline Clark's face. Because Catiline Clark had been doing that to the competition before she ran into LSU. In that NCAA tournament, and LSU took him out. And so what happens is she was throwing it right back in her face. And you had people saying, oh my God, how could she do such a thing? How could she do such a thing? And they didn't say the same thing about Catiline Clark, which is why I'm gonna go where I'm going, okay? Let me see everybody up on the screen when I say this, please. Catiline Clark is white. And because she's white, and because she's considered box office and she's a star who happens to be white, that is why Eminem, when I brought up words like envy or jealous or resentment, whatever word you wanted to pick, I didn't say it in a negative fashion like, oh my God, it's a problem. I used the word justified. You know why? Because black people throughout this country for years have felt that level of ire because we know we.
Okay, never mind. He's kind of cooking. Wait, what? Or am I misunderstanding what he's saying? I thought he was going to defend Catiline Clark, but it seems like he's defending the negativity that she's experiencing. Is there a butt coming?
I feel like be twice as good to get half as much. We know we've got to extend ourselves. We know we've got to put ourselves on Front Street to have a shot at getting half. Pick a profession. Pick a name. Ask yourself, pick the biggest star. Pick the biggest star in podcasts. Pick the biggest star in television. Pick the biggest star in sports or whatever. That's black. And ask yourself the question that we all ask. If they were white, what would they be? How much money would we get paid if we were white? How much success would we reap if we were white? How much endorsements would we get? How receptive would America be to us? Because it's still 60% of the population. And even in the year 2024, when the white populace in this country is dipped from 90 to 85 to 80 to 70 to now 60% and dipping, okay, even now, you have a situation where you get somebody who happens to be white and they're a star and they deserve the acclaim. They receive something we know we wouldn't receive on that level. Why do you think I say on national television, when white folks catch a cold, black folks catch pneumonia? Because it's always worse for us.
Steph Home X. What the I was not expecting him to say these things. I thought he was gonna. I didn't even listen to what he had to say before I immediately ran and thought that he was gonna defend Catiline Clark. He's still Black Manathon. Okay, listen to me. Stephen A. Smith has said some of the more unhinged things about black players. Okay, people that have listened to him for years understand where I'm coming from. I think this is a unique take. I'm still waiting for a but here. You act like he's Whitlock? No.
There's always an extra challenge. We always have to go through more. It's not a secret. We get it. And so all I'm trying to say to you is when Angel Reese said what she said, let's read between the lines. Because what she's really saying is that this is really not a big deal. We're making it a big deal because of what I did and who I did it to. If it was another sister that I did it towards, it wouldn't have been a problem. But because my black self
did that to the golden goose, who happens to be white, it blew up. I've reaped some benefits from it, and I'll take that. But in the end, we know what it is. She is saying and articulating and being symptomatic of things that we have been going through as a community for decades, if not centuries. And the sad part is that in the year 2024, this is further evidence we still going through it. Because in the end, like you said, Eminem, like you said, Janae, like I know you know, Shay Shay, if we weren't talking about Catiline Clark, but we were talking about this happening with a sister, guess what? We wouldn't have been talking about it at all. It wouldn't have been a story. The golden goose was touched. And all I'm saying is, I know this. Y'all know this. I'm just saying, rather than resent it to the point where it's an impediment to our elevation and success, let's exploit it and reap the benefits from it. Because that's what they do.
Okay, that was a cooking session. Like that was surprising. I mean, he did. And people saying like, "Oh, dude, Stephen A. Smith always cooks like this. You're not aware or whatever." I've heard him say like borderline white supremacist shit about black players, like straight up. Which is why I expected him to like unconditionally offer full-throated support to Catiline Clark instead of contextualizing the Catiline Clark situation. I mean, he does cook from time to time as well, but like contextualizing the Catiline Clark situation from the perspective of like what black female players go through. Nah, Stephen A's the GOAT. You mad that he says Jordan better than LeBron? Okay, listen, you don't have to provide further evidence that Stephen A. Smith sometimes has white supremacist takes by bringing LeBron into the equation. It is unnecessary. It is unnecessary of you to bring that forward because it's not helping your argument. Sass doesn't say white supremacy shit. He just cooks black men in public whenever they do something wrong, which does come off against blacks sometimes. No, he definitely has a lot of old head takes. Like 100%. My man said blacks. But yeah, no, this is a pretty solid take overall as far as like why this is getting extra attention. MJ is the GOAT. Lasagnas donate the Canary mission. No. Okay, see, this is what I'm saying. Like the slander coming from a lot of the Klan's robe wearing chatters. It must have been hard to type that. Looking through the little holes that you poked in your grand wizard robe when you slander a black man like this in 2024. I thought race relations had gotten to a better point. Turns out I was wrong. Okay? Turns out I was wrong. Watch what was said immediately after this clip. Stephen A. Smith is part of the problem. He's a hypocrite. That's why it's gone additionally viral. Didn't you just watch that? Whole lot of Celtics fan in the chat. You're like DJ Ak, but for LeBron? No, I'm worse because DJ Academics at least has a direct line of communication with Drake. Meanwhile, LeBron does not know I exist. So it's significantly worse. I wish I was like DJ Academics to Drake with LeBron, as in texting LeBron from time to time. You know what I mean? I just like it'd be cool. Shannon Sharp 3 years ago on your LeBron fandom. Okay, Shannon Sharp is great as well. What do you mean? Never a bad take.
Hi.
He's also the most jacked. And where is the drippiest? What are we talking about? He goes to your old gym? Wait, who does? Wait, really? What is my old gym? Like Equinox? Oh my God. Look at the crowd. Someone in the chat said, I love all the white peoples with their mouths openers. So funny. Excuse me. Is somebody going to call 911? What's happening here? White people watch this clip and begin to think it's a hate crime. No, straight up. I saw like Reddit posts, which is of course expected from Reddit, where people straight up were like, I think it's time to talk about the anti-white racism Catiline Clark is facing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it is time to talk about that. Let's see what the Patrick Bud David had to say.
Reacting to this. So this video is Catiline's about to get the inbound pass, and then she gets fouled. Go ahead and play this clip, Rob. Go for it.
Kennedy Carter now with 12 points off the bench.
And look at her teammates on the sides.
Big time content as the officials are going to take a look at what just transpired between Carter.
But Rob right there. And then the whole NBA reacts to it. And
dude, I love this. I love these guys put a smile on my face every time. Okay. Just like the most divorced dad brigade of all time, just sitting there wearing the tightest suits you've ever done seen, ready to drop the greatest takes on any issue. I am so value-tained.
Yesterday on First Take, there was this lady on First Take yesterday upset with the fact that Stephen A. Smith hasn't been talking about WNBA enough for the last few years, and she's calling him out, and it got pretty nasty. Rob, I'm going to text this to you. You have this? Go ahead and play this clip. Go for it.
We're talking about them maximizing their great potential. And because we bring that up and talk about what potentially might get in their way, which we do to men all the time, now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable. I resent that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, so let me. I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest.
How about being a black man?
Being black.
Hold on 1 second.
Have you?
So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though, and I know we got to go to break. And we didn't necessarily go there, and maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being.
She should just hit him with the misogynoir.
Being discussed.
The intersectionality.
And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are going to say and Stephen A., I know you're going to, you just shared that you have talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Catiline Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Catiline is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
Could I say something?
How is this not hate against a white lady? Come on, brother. Are you for real right now? Is this a top of the hour ad break debate? Motherfucker just said ad. Like, you didn't even try. You just said ad. 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 Anyway. This is why a two-part babe message should be banned. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talks about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow, look at this.
Wow. All right, we gotta go.
Look at
guys.
So you can pause it right there. You can pause it right there.
So, but okay. Well, first of all, okay, she's talking all that trash. Could you imagine if it was reverse racist? If that was
what? Like a white player pushes a black player? Yeah, it happens all the time. What do you mean? Can you imagine? Like, what the do you mean?
White girl.
White supremacy.
Black rookie. What would have happened? By the way,
white supremacy.
Pat McAfee. You know, Pat McAfee yesterday called Caitlin a white bitch.
That's right.
He said.
Do you have that clip, Rob?
Yeah. Why are you looking it up? He said. But
it was not. It was in a different context. That's what he taught.
He said what the WNBA curly.
Draymond Green is a serial killer. If this is the reaction to this foul amount, but he is, and that actually, Draymond Green is an IDF sniper. So literally, well, he's not actually an IDF sniper, but he does love the IDF. That is true.
Is what we like to describe as a cash cow. There's a superstar. He said, and this is what he said. Hold on a second. I would like the media. This rookie class.
Go ahead and play the clip.
Go ahead, Rob.
Got it.
But look at the context.
I don't know. With my eyes,
Clay
I couldn't
Travis
see if she's Caucasian or not. So I think what we're trying to say is...
Are they getting mad at Pat McAfee? Like, they're saying Pat McAfee's doing anti-white racism? That's awesome. Bro, Pat McAfee, look at him, okay? Look at his name. Look at him. Look at, like, these guys are less white than Pat McAfee. What the fuck are we doing here? He is literally whiteness personified. Look at his shoes, man.
That the players on the court need to act any differently. Say with the W or not. So I think what we're trying to say is what the WNBA currently has is what we like to describe as a cash cow. There is a superstar. And we're not saying that the players on the court need to act any differently. That's the athletes are going to do what athletes are going to do in any sport. And I think we're all learning that WNBA, that's old school football, baby. That is old school football. But I would like the media people that can.
It's so funny they're doing the reverse, the racism when Rudy Gobert still has nightmares of what Luka Doncic did to him. Okay, Rudy Gobert is French, though. I'm just saying. Like, it's a little different.
Continue to say, this rookie class, this rookie class, this rookie class. Nah. Just call it for what it is. There's one white bitch for the Indiana team who is a superstar. And is it because she stayed?
Wait, he's not even saying she, like, he didn't even say it in a bad way. He said it like, that's that bitch. Are these people stupid? He said it in a positive way. No, that's weird. No, dude, like, that's that bitch. Like, the top dog. He's not even saying it contextually in a negative fashion.
Iowa put an entire state on her back, took a program from nothing to a multiple year success story? Is it because she would go on to break the entire points records in the history of the NCAA? Not just the women's record by Kelsey Plum, shout out, but also Pistol Pete Maravich's, the dude's record as well. Is there a chance that people just enjoy watching her play basketball because how electrifying she is, what she did, what she stood for, how she went about going, what she went
Making
for?
a very good argument.
But instead, we have to hear people say that we only like her because she's white. And she's the only popular because the rest of the rookie class is doing what they're doing. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. And we think the WNBA, more specifically, their refs need to stop trying to screw her over at every single turn. What you have is somebody special.
You can pause it
and
right
we're
there,
lucky.
Rob. She is.
It's unnecessary misogyny. What? Sounded like normal misogyny. What the no, dude, do you guys not hear the words accompanying? Like, do you guys just hear like one word and clue in on it and then just like remove context from the conversation? Are you guys okay? You know better? No, dude, he's literally glazing her. What the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, the entire conversation is revolving around him saying that, like, she is phenomenal. She's not some Caucasian bitch. I think that's what he, like, if maybe I misunderstood it.
Rookie class, this rookie class, this rookie class. Nah. Just call it for what it is. There's one white bitch for the Indiana team who is a superstar.
Yeah, no, he's not even saying like he's literally saying it as a positive. No, he's not even like, at first I thought maybe he was like saying like maybe he was saying like, oh, people are calling her some Caucasian bitch or some white bitch, but she's like the queen or whatever. But I don't think like, I think he meant like, this chat needs to be forced to play sports. I swear to God, they're too bitch made to handle sports talk. No, it's just like, it's very odd to laser in on that aspect of the conversation when like the entire thing is sandwiched in between like him just glazing her and saying like, look at her, like she deserves to be in the spotlight. Like she's done so much.
Is there a chance that people just enjoy watching her play basketball because how electrifying she is, what she did?
Beautiful people, and welcome to our humble abode, the Thunder.
He apologized. I utilized a descriptor that I certainly should not have used. I utilized the words white bitch to describe Catiline Clark as a superstar in Indiana. Now, when I was saying it, I legitimately meant it in a complimentary fashion. Yeah.
Fashion like this is the superstar in Indiana. Now, when I was saying it, I legitimately meant it in a complimentary fashion like this is the one, you know, and as I said it, didn't even think, honestly had no idea what was happening on the internet until 2.5 hours later.
There's no reason to be using that language, the woman he does not know. Just because he's saying positive about her, he doesn't mean to get to use the form of language he wants. Yeah, ESPN made him apologize. Pat McAfee isn't exactly a beacon for women's rights. No, I agree. He's a sports dude. You don't understand. Bitch might be worse than the N-word. He literally invited Clark as a recurring guest on his show. This chat really makes me question what community I'm in sometimes. No, there's like, it's just rad lib shit. It happens all the time. And people will get mad and they'll say like, this is misogyny through and through. Like he's saying she's a bad bitch. Like he's not. I only heard the white bitch part of it, so I thought like he was just literally ripping into her or some shit. Turns out he's just glazing her and going like, that's that bitch. Like she's the top dog. The word bitch is offensive professionally. You should know that. Man, I can't tell if like what is happening in this community. Yeah, I know it's offensive, dumbass. What the fuck are you talking about? It's Pat McAfee. Like what the I can't tell if the people are just like trying to be contrarian or something. Sports are counter-revolutionary. It's time for a struggle session. You're just a dude, so you don't understand. Bro, we are having a conversation about the inappropriate language being used by a guy who professionally wears tank tops. The ugliest tank tops, but mind you, okay? At a certain point, you need to like recontextualize what you are experiencing, what you are seeing, and just like kind of recenter your focus a little bit. This man professionally wears tank tops, okay? Like what the you don't get it, Haas, this is praxis. I think we need to be calling up his sponsors. That's what I think. I think Pat McAfee needs to have a stern talking to.
What she stood for.
Yeah, Pat is actually woke for his field. Yes, 100%.
How she went about going what she went
Making
for.
a very
maybe.
good argument.
But instead, we have to hear people say that we only like her because she's white. And she's the only popular because the rest of the rookie class is doing what they're doing. Well, that's a bunch of bullshit. And we think the
Yeah, let's call Black Rifle Coffee and Bastard Wipes. Make sure that we tell them we no longer support Pat McAfee. I'm sure Bastard Wipes will immediately pull their sponsorship.
WNBA, more specifically, their refs need to stop trying to screw her over at every single turn. What you have is somebody special.
You can pause it
and
right
we're
there,
lucky.
Rob. She is special. She's electrifying.
Do you remember we were in here, we were talking Adam, and we were talking about her first game and how it wasn't going to be, I don't know who was it. I might have been you, Adam. I was like, it's not going to be packed and it's going to keep on going. Did you guys see the audience when she got bumped? That shit is packed. She is making a change.
Record-breaking attendance.
Record-breaking. Yeah. And I hate this. Guys, they always go to freaking race because she's white. No, she's nasty. The same thing with Eminem when you see people that are like, I'm not going to put him in the top 10. What are you, nuts? Eminem, I don't give a shit about his color. He is nasty lyrically. So you can't...
He's having an aneurysm, bro. Look at him. He's like white knuckling through this. He's like, ugh. Anytime, to be fair, anytime this guy speaks, it could be about anything. It could be about taxes. It could be about like a hamburger that he ate that he really enjoyed. He will turn this red. He just looks like he has so much heart disease trapped in his veins, dude. Eminem is goated lyrically.
Again, with the race situation, it's like, by the way, this girl has pumped life into the WNBA, which nobody was talking about the WNBA just in a joking manner. She has made the WNBA and they hate it. What's the girl, PBD? The #1 draft of last year. Was it last year?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese was talking crap about her. She's like, it's not just her. What about me? The most selfish interview. You have that one, Rob? I think I might have sent it.
Yeah, I can't believe professional athlete superstars are being narcissistic, by the way. That's crazy. That's wild.
To you. I actually did. She's pissed off because they're not, she's like, it's not just about one player. It's about me too. And it's like, wait, time out. Nobody, I haven't even seen it yet. This is the aftermath.
Famous quote, Angel, by the way, she said, think about the rest of the players in the league. Yeah.
From the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Well, technically, no.
Wait, she's not even saying. Wait, that clip actually shows the context. So you got cooked, son. What's up? What's up? Come on. I'm sure they got to get in on him. They got to go in on him. Come on. She didn't even say anything wrong there. She literally said, "Me too," as in like, and the rest of the league. Like, I'm a part of this story. That's a great take. What's up?
That's BS.
You know what? You got to see the way she walks, though, Rob. While he's saying his thought, find a clip that I just.
Because turns out the clip that we showed actually is not devoid of the context, so we can't continue slandering her. But don't believe your lying eyes. Okay. Think about how bad she is. She has an attitude.
About PBD, you know what she did when the girl got elbowed? Yeah. She's cheering and celebrating. That's why they're gonna talk about you. They're talking about the girl, that white bitch that is nasty. They're only talking about. By the way,
but Pat McAfee didn't even mean it in a bad way. Why are these guys woke scolding Pat McAfee? What is going on? I feel like they're at a conflict right now. Normally, in any other circumstance, if Pat McAfee goes, "Yo, that's the top bitch right there. She's the GOAT," and people don't get mad at him, or rather, Radlibs get mad at him, these guys would be just as red, mind you, wearing just as tight of a shirt, okay, buttons about to pop off the vest, while simultaneously defending Pat McAfee. What the? Why are they shitting on Pat McAfee now? To be clear, these guys are more progressive on this issue than you are. Yes.
Have you even thought of any WNBA game in the past?
Never.
Especially with this
watch
girl.
the way she walks. This may change your mind. Just be patient. Just watch
this one.
What the is going on here, man?
That's her.
Wait, I don't get it. Why are they making fun of her? What? Not bad. Wait, what the? Why are they're just making fun of her for walking in heels? Like, what's happening?
That's how I walk when I have high heels when I'm doing sketches as a trans. All right. That's how I walk.
I'm just gonna. There you go, Governor of Florida.
What are you gonna do, Adam?
Go ahead,
Governor.
Adam.
That was a good one. Tom, Governor of Florida. It's actually funny.
Was that actually funny? That was funny. There's no way you thought that was funny. If it was funny, you wouldn't have went, that's actually a good one. I thought that was funny. You would have went, ha 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 ha. They laughing because they can walk better in heels. I know, but that's like, what is happening here? I thought that there was like actually some shit popping off here. They're just making fun of her because what? She's like, she doesn't walk too great in heels. Like, what's happening? What the hell?
I've just been biding my time out here. Guys, enjoy the next, few days of giving a F about the WNBA. I'm going to let you guys in on a dirty little secret. This company, this corporation called the WNBA is not profitable. They don't make money. They've never made money. They're fully subsidized by their daddy, the NBA. The NBA generates $10 billion a year, and they basically give tzedakah or tithing to the WNBA. They say, all right, you're doing good. And I'm all for girls doing their thing, playing sports, okay. But they don't put what you call at the big event, butts in seats. And I get like they're shoving Catiline Clark down people's throats because she's a cash cow. Great, they're gonna market the hell out of this white chick. That's whatever she is. She puts the ball in the hole. But don't get it twisted. Nobody cares about the WNBA. Nobody.
Bro, I swear to God, this is such a funny way to have this conversation. He's just like, this is basically the sports ball narrative, but done in a way where, because he's like so alpha dogging it, like because he's doing it in such a misogynistic way, he can masquerade it as like not being anti-sport. Like this is the most insecure thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, oh, the WNBA doesn't make money. What's it to you, dumb? Can you beat them? Can you beat their asses? No, shut the fuck up.
But he watches WNBA. I challenge any one of you to name 5 players who play in the WNBA.
I don't know the 5 teams.
There you go.
I don't even know the team.
What team does Catiline Clark even play for?
What's your point, though, bro? And
my point is, this is all fabricated. This is all bullshit.
Yeah.
The fact that we're even talking about, I respect it. It's a non-story. She's in the greater context of sports, she's a nobody.
Okay, dude, I'm sorry, this is Klans robe shit, okay? This is literally, you might as well be wearing a Klans robe for writing this. This is the most insane. Dude, what is happening, bro? What the absolute is going on right now? Bro, no. They're writing opinion editorials in the Chicago Tribune and in Washington Post calling this an assault. Yeah, dude. Let me explain something else that would be considered not only assault, but sexual harassment, okay? Putting my nutsack on someone's shoulder. But when you're doing it, when you're playing basketball, it's called posterizing someone. What the fuck are you saying? Yeah, guess what, dude? Yeah, what happened? What happened in the octagon was actually considered assault outside of the octagon. What the fuck? Yeah, dude. What do you mean? What is going on right now? Did you guys know that there's dudes that skate on an ice rink that beat the living dog shit out of one another? Guys, that would be unacceptable if you did that at the ice rink in front of 30 Rock in the middle of Christmas time. That would be assault. But in hockey, they're doing it every day. What's going on? And the kids are watching. The horror. What is happening? What is going on, dude? Yeah, they're unironically doing the Judd Apatow. He could have killed him. That's pure out of control rage and violence. They've heard a million jokes about them in the last 3 decades. They are not freshmen in the world of Hollywood and comedy. He lost his mind. If she wasn't a WNBA star, being down there would be trespassing. It's like when I was a young boy, I played football in Turkey, okay? Soccer for you Americans. And I slide tackled my friend. He fell on his arm. He broke his arm, okay? And the doctors told him if he had broken his arm like a couple inches away from the actual fracture, he would have literally never, his arm would never grow ever again. Like his arm would stay the same as the rest of his body grew because we were very young. Now, I don't know if that was fake or not. I don't know if he was like faking me out. Okay. That was a traumatic event. That was a traumatic event. I didn't mean to do it. And I didn't mean to injure him like that. It's true. It's called the growth plate. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Under different circumstances, that would be unimaginable. That would be assault. Okay. That would be assault. In this circumstance, in this situation, within the context, within the confines of a soccer field, it's just playing sports, okay? It's ridiculous. Like I showed you guys yesterday in the beginning of the broadcast. I don't know if it's still there. Like I had a little, you can kind of still see it. I had a little scratch mark on my nose. Okay, it's nothing, obviously. It's because I got smacked the shit out of. I got hacked. Like sequential hacking. It's fine. It happens. Yeah, in a different situation, if I wasn't playing basketball, it'd be considered assault. Because it's an entirely different circumstance. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And this doesn't mean that, like, everything goes on those. Everything goes. Like, you could just, like, bring a gun and shoot someone. You can't even bring a gun, really, unfortunately, to the locker room, as we found out. But, like, within the confines, this is a flagrant foul. It's unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay, for sure. Yeah, Gilbert Arenas, not John Morant. Arenas is the OG. My point is, yeah, tensions get high in, you know, in competition, and sometimes people get a little out of hand. It's just, it happens, you know? It's ridiculous that these people are complaining. If it wasn't if this wasn't being done to a white woman, okay, people would be literally calling everybody bitch made. These are the very same people who are like, oh, back in my day, the NBA, you could foul somebody, you know? Back in my day, the NBA wasn't a bunch of pansies. They used to hit each other. You had real plumbers, real rugged, intelligent, lunch pail players, real fighters in the ring, if you know what I mean. I'm talking white people. I'm saying whites when whites were on top, you know? I'm being a white supremacist when I say this. Intelligent players. The scrappy whites. Yeah, back then, it was rough and tumble. Like, these are the same people that say shit like this on a regular basis, and they're over here crying, dude.
You really think?
Enjoy her shine right now?
You don't. But
this is a non-story.
So you don't think she has like literally put life into WNBA? Yeah, we're talking about it right now, but I don't think she's going anywhere. And I think she is going to literally turn this thing around. Not because of the stupid controversial bump, but bro, people are selling. They're selling out to watch this girl play.
Look, people love celebrity, and they love to watch achievement, and they love to see these new personalities. You know, when I was in high school, you know, I ran cross country.
Yes.
I was not a starter on the team. I was not there, but I really appreciated.
You gave me linebacker vibes.
I thought so too, Ricky. I thought he's in the locker room bullying people.
Thank you very much. But let me tell you something. What I love. Do you remember Carl Lewis and FloJo?
Yes.
It caused everybody to be interested in track and field. I loved watching track and field on TV. I loved watching the relay. I loved watching, 1,500 meters. People thought it was boring, but there was personalities of floor.
Bro is taking notes, dude. He's taking notes on this pivotal conversation about Catiline Clark being fouled. Why did they have the pastor in the room? He is the weakest link in this broadcast, okay? He's... Why? Why is he there every time? Why is bro there?
Or, FloJo and Carl Lewis brought audience to it. Men's swimming. Look what Michael Phelps did. We were suddenly interested. Is Michael Phelps going to break another record? Every now and then, these wonderful athletes that are also have these sparkling personalities cause you to be interested in a sport you wouldn't normally be interested in. Why can't we celebrate the achievement of an athlete rather than saying, oh, this is going to come and go, says Adam, because the WNBA, is losing money. It is subsidized by the NBA. It is not really watched by people. It's not. Why not celebrate the fact that there's some lift that's coming here,
Tom,
and you got somebody doing it?
Let me show something before you react to it. Rob, just go to what I just sent you.
Come on, Patrick. Zoom. Bring it back in. Reina's in, Patrick. Show me.
Real quick. Okay.
He's about to show you some real shit. Okay.
But check this out. This is major golf TV rating history. Okay.
Golf.
Masters to the left. PGA, U.S. Open, British.
Yeah, let's go see what happened in 1999.
Let's focus on Masters. Okay. Look what numbers you see: 9.5, 5.6 million. No one's really watching it, right? 10.8, 13 million. Okay, now go all the way down. Tom, we got it, Tom. Glad you're directing here. Go to the first year where he comes in.
2001.
1997. Bingo.
Ho!
20.3 million. It goes up from 12.4 to 20.3 million. What's the point here? One person can change the game, and Tiger.
Is that when Tiger came in?
That's when Tiger.
Wait, what? In 2001, there's 19 million, and then the revenue goes down again. So doesn't this kind of like ruin your argument?
So
well, he brought a whole new audience.
He brought a whole new audience.
Yeah.
That's exactly what Catiline Clark is doing. So how many people did he make rich? By the way, if you ask me, pre-1997, how many golfers I knew? The only reason I knew Lee Trevino is because he was the most expensive golf cart. It's the only reason. I've never watched Lee Trevino play.
Yeah.
I had his golf cart, and everybody would brag about it. And he had a few, I'm telling you.
Lee Trevino.
And then he joins. He gets into it. You're like, what is this all about? You had Middle Easterns on the freaking golf course. They don't belong on a golf course.
But they were hanging on the sand.
Yeah.
They were in the sand the
whole
whole time.
Spending time on the sand, having like some real nice coffee and stuff. But, well, what's the point? I think what Kate, by the way, I still haven't watched the game. So your point, the fact that I haven't watched it, I haven't watched it. The only thing I'm curious about, which you said when we had the conversation a couple months ago, guys, she's going to make nothing. She's going to make the minimum wage. Great.
Watch. Makes $73,000 a year, but her contract with Nike.
But it's going to change. It's going to change because they had more people go to a Los Angeles Sparks game this year than the Lakers. There was more people attending a Sparks game this year than Lakers. Did you hear about this? When you get people butts and seats, pay for people changes, cash flow changes. So you're right. But there's one thing that she does that's duplicatable. Okay, so check this out. To me, it's not just shoots the ball. Who's the most? Who in the last 10 years? Let's not even say 10 years. What year are we? 2024. In the 2010 to 2019, that decade, okay, who was the most exciting player to watch in the NBA? Who was the most exciting player?
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe or LeBron?
You know who I would say to me number one?
For 2010?
Exciting?
Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah, Steph Curry.
Let me tell you.
Steph Curry,
Let me tell you. Honestly, I'm telling you, because Steph was doing something that seemed impossible. LeBron is 6'8", 260. You're like, okay, that makes sense. Are you telling me this guy's shooting the ball, turning around and walking off? What is this all about? He did it in the All-Star game, and he walks off. And then Nick Young tried to do it, and it didn't go. And I think John Wall tried to do it. He couldn't go.
PBD, I never cut you. I'm going to cut you off. You see what you just did there?
What?
You just named 6 NBA players without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
John Wall did this,
No, but
and then Nick Young did this, Swaggy P.
What I'm saying to you is, I'm making the case study of Steph. Well, not Steph. I'm sorry, Caitlin.
By the way, I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's right. He's saying that generational talent brings eyeballs to a league and actually has the capacity to literally change the profitability of entire leagues. And he's not wrong. He's technically right. I don't know why he went to Steph Curry with that conversation, but like he's literally kind of business mindset alpha dogging everybody in the room. He's mogging, once again, PBD on top. That's my GOAT, okay? That's my GOAT. He's doing it in the most PBD way possible, which is just like, you know, dancing around the subject matter and shit.
But, and all I'm saying to you is you related to Tiger, military, you know, like military daddy. Like, okay, you related to like, are you kidding me? You're not supposed to be this big person that can. This is that duplicatable, and then you're this electrifying. No, within 3, 6, 12 months, we're gonna see if this is just a fluke or if it's real or not.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay.
We're 100% on the same page there. I'm with you, 100%. The best clip of what I thought who gave the best feedback on this Catiline Clark thing, and it's so evergreen to every industry. Go to Valuetainment's, actually, matter of fact, I think I texted it to you. Go to Valuetainment's Twitter account. If you can go to Valuetainment's Twitter.
This other guy has no reason to shit on WNBA like that. He's just really committed to hating on the women's league. No, 100%. Especially not right now. You know what I mean? Like, there is, it seems like a concerted effort to make the WNBA become more profitable and become more prominent, and that's a good thing overall. And it's wild that like right now, it is in the beginning stages of its come up. This guy is like, WNBA sucks, shut the fuck up. No one is watching this. No one will watch it. No one ever watches it. It's like, no, man, people are watching it actually. This is like a weird time to say that.
Twitter account. And you got to go down a minute to, right there, right, the clip. Oh, shit.
Matt Barnes?
You scroll back. You did, okay.
Matt Barnes?
Matt Barnes. Watch what he says here. Watch what he says. Rewind a little bit and play it.
The hot topic going on right now. Catiline Clark says she got cheap shotted against the sky. I mean, throughout the season, she's been getting beat up. Hard screens, elbows, knocked down. It is.
The thing is, there was generational talent before, sadly, but not the right skin color.
Is what it is. She's not the first. She won't be the last. My issue and my question is, where the are her teammates at?
Yes.
Where y'all at?
There
Where the
you
rest
go.
of the Indiana Fever at? I've seen a couple girls smirk when she's got knocked down, half-assed.
Me and Patrick Bet David are on the same frequency. That's why he's my GOAT.
To pick her up. Like, y'all supposed to protect the asset, protect the star. And all this is the family. And you wonder why you do shit about it. Y'all should be ashamed of
Good
have
for
each
you.
other's
Good
back.
job, I'm with you.
Yeah, I agree.
He also protects his wife. Didn't he drive 2 hours one night to beat the crap out of Derek Fisher?
Oh.
He also protects his wife.
You had to, Tom. That's my boy.
Speaking of protecting Kobe, his most famous play ever was the inbounds play where he tried to pump fake Kobe. Let me just say a few things. I'm going to rattle it off. You know when a club opens, believe me, I know about the club scene in Miami. When a club opens up in Miami, you know the best time.
You should never say that. Those words should never come out of your mouth at the age demographic that you're a part of. Oh, I know about the club scene in Miami. No. Shut it down. Okay? No, bro. Come on. Go home to your children. Okay? Take care of your kids. Take care of your children. Okay? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's just automatically red flag. Automatically my ears perk up. Okay? Be a father. This is why Deborah left you. Okay? I don't even know anything about his life, but I suspect he has a wife. He has a wife named Deborah, and she left him. Okay?
That everyone says is the first few months. Oh my God, the newest club, it's open. And I always say, circle back to me in a year and let me know how this club is doing. you know, 80% of the clubs will close.
Yeah. Bros in club space in Miami bumping Fred again with his salt and pepper hair. Like, bro, pay your taxes, pay your mortgage. Is space still around? Holy shit.
Go back to me in a year on Catiline Clark. Ain't nobody gonna be talking about this girl because the sizzle will be gone. She's a rookie. She's hot. She's new. Oh my God. By the way, it's summer. What sports are going on right now? There's a week until the NBA finals start. There's nothing going on in the NBA. The Olympics are gonna start in the next few months. WNBA season won't be there. When NFL starts, MLB playoff starts, this won't be a thing. So that's great. Enjoy it now. That's all I'm saying. Appreciate it now. You talk about zombie companies all the time, Pat. They're just keeping them afloat. They're not making any money. How long are we going to do this? How long is it sustainable? Let them fail. They're not going to let the WNBA fail.
Bro, why is bro so mad? He's like mad that it exists, bro. He's just mad that women play basketball and like people watch it. That's crazy. Isn't this like a business guy podcast? Hey guys, I don't know if you know this, but like so many businesses are not in the green until many, many years later, you know? Like people are investing into it. That's just kind of the situation here with the WNBA. What the fuck are we talking about? Even the NBA wasn't like super profitable in the beginning. What is happening here? The WNBA is a drain on the NBA? Yeah, dude, they're really suffering with their $10 billion in revenue generated or profits generated. They're suffering giving a piece back to the WNBA so they can get a return later down the line. Yeah, all of those like, dude, me, a Twitch watcher, hating in the chat, knows more about the financial prospects of a league, the financial prospects, the potential revenue that one can gain later down the line, okay, than actual like quants, mathematicians, people that are just like PhDs, PhDs that are sitting around saying perhaps we should keep dumping money into the WNBA. Inevitably, this could be a good, wise investment decision. Oh my God.
Because NBA makes all the money. They're going to DEI this woke agenda all over these females making layups while the NBA players are dunking on people. So enjoy it now. I'm just not a believer that this is sustainable long term.
Listen,
follow the money.
You know what the market loves? So let me ask you. This is just to everybody, open-ended. Why do you think it's doing well? I think it's one word. I'm telling you. Why did the Tiger do well? And he brought all these eyeballs to golf. Why is Caitlyn doing well?
Hype.
It's truly one word.
Hype.
I don't. Okay, so that's
no. It's not hype. It's just they're good. Isn't that it? Because they're good.
Fine, but I don't think that's the main word for me. But let's say hype is one. Because by the way, the reason why I don't think it's just hype, all-time scoring leader in Iowa. One person takes it to the finals. She loses, but they had nobody else, and she scored more points in college than Pistol Pete Maravich. You know who he died in an interesting way. Yeah. So why do you think it's happening? Why do you think it's happening?
You're picking one word. One word.
Is DEI?
Is it race?
No.
Is it?
Oh my God, these guys are so stupid. Yes, dude, it's DEI because billionaires love doing DEI. Famously, billionaires love spending money on shit that is not going to actually deliver a profit for them, a return on their investment down the line. Thank you. Isn't this the business guys? I thought these guys suck the dicks of every wealthy person. All of a sudden, they're like, actually, guess what, dude? All these people that think that the WNBA will inevitably yield a pretty positive fucking return for us. Let's get in on the ground floor. All of those people are literally turning around and going, actually, no, those guys suck. They're stupid.
No.
Feminism.
No.
Also, yeah, what DEI? Caitlin Clark is white. We're talking about the WNBA. What the fuck is going on? They're just throwing out buzzwords now.
Progressive.
You know, it's one word to me, and it's underdog. I'm telling you. I'm telling you because to me, it's like people want to see the underdog give what? The middle finger.
Yeah.
What is like even Trump? You were like, dude, this guy's not supposed to be a president.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're saying Hillary's supposed to be, Romney's supposed to be, all of these.
Caitlin Clark is not the underdog, bro. What the are we talking about? Donald Trump was the underdog. Caitlin Clark was the underdog. What the does this guy think is an underdog? What? Does he not know what these words mean? What? Just say talent, dude. That's what it is. People love talent. People love drama. Hating Mexicans make you the underdog. Yeah. Air Bud 2, a dog is not supposed to play basketball. Ain't nothing in the rules about that, okay?
You're not supposed to be... America is obsessed with the freaking underdog. It's called capitalism.
PBD, I've never disagreed with you more.
Why?
On all our arguments in 4 years, I fight with Ricky less than I'm fighting with you right now.
I think you have the hots for King.
PBD, there's certain universal truths, and I will never back down on this.
What?
They're talking about women's sports like they're disabled. This is insane. I mean, they shouldn't be talking about disabled people like this either. Like, what the they should just not be talking like this. Fuck it. They should not be talking.
Women are beauty objects. Men are success objects.
What?
Ain't nobody give a shit about lesbians playing basketball. I'm sorry.
She's a lesbian?
They all are, bro.
By the way, can you verify this? We can't
I don't know what she is. I'm not saying she is. I'm not saying she is. Allegedly.
Bro, that's awesome. I want to hear from like an alcoholic looking divorced dad say things that like 14-year-olds think is a massive hit. Okay? Like he went to a place where he is now an infant, okay? You are demonstrating infant brain. This is not good commentary. You are a child. What the fuck? Women are supposed to be beauty objects. Men are supposed to show success.
Maybe she likes some dudes. I'm just saying there's a high likelihood, allegedly, that they're all
I come yesterday.
dating each other.
You know, I come home yesterday with Papa and Dylan are watching.
Yeah.
What do you think they're watching?
Baywatch.
Freaking Tenet.
That's right. You know what I know they weren't watching? The WNBA game.
CJ. It's like the Sacha Baron Cohen. He's like, I was in my hotel room. I saw this woman named CJ. I had to meet her. She was so beautiful. She was the love of my life.
So she's not. So, by the way, just to clarify, she's not gay. She's dating.
She's the one WNBA star that is into dudes.
They were watching
Brittany Griner, lesbian.
Oh, she's not gay. Okay, thank God. Okay, she's one of the good ones. My feminine features want to recoil. These guys are a blight, okay? Like, it's awesome. They're so horny to just like one up one another with the most childish takes. Bro hit all the misogyny in one sentence. I am value tamed, okay? I am. I can't help but be value tamed by these guys. They're so childish, brother. They're so stupid. What is this? Bad timing because he was very much in a rush. Oh my God, I remember this. This was at the airport. I was connecting. I was rushing to my connecting flight. Murat was there too. He was running ahead of me. Crazy fit though. Yeah, I was dripped out. Low key, I was caught in a good moment. You know what I mean? Low key, but high key. What are you wear, bro? That fit is trash. Does not. That's crazy that you just said this fit is trash. No, I'm not done yet.
Diana Taurasi,
they
lesbian.
were watching, but that's even more of a point of underdog.
Oh my God, he's like, oh, I'm naming the lesbians.
So straight,
she's the underdog because she's not a lesbian.
But no, hear me out.
What is happening right now?
A straight white girl goes into a league filled with lesbian blacks and beats their asses.
She's not. Her team is 1 in 100. She's not beating their asses.
If she does,
they're losing.
If she does,
allegedly,
didn't she just come in?
Why are we fighting about
women's
basketball?
I'm still.
Bro, wait, what? What is he saying? Bro is repulsive. It's like the more they like say no to him, the more unhinged he's getting. He just started naming things. Women, black people.
If she does.
Allegedly. Didn't she just come in?
Why are we fighting about
women's
basketball?
I'm still.
Oh, he didn't say black people. He said women's basketball.
I'm telling you, I'm not watching female basketball.
Yeah,
but
period.
I love any underdog story. And if she's able to go out there and school them, guess what? I'm going to be there rooting for her.
We're just hoping she capitalizes.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, I think so as well.
Ricky, I know that all the gangbangers in Mexico love the WNBA, bro.
No, we don't watch that.
What are you
shit,
talking
bro.
about?
By the way, just so you know, we don't have never mind.
Forget it.
We don't let women play sports, bro. Stay in the kitchen with an apron on, baby. This guy literally 10 minutes ago said, I don't believe women should be running countries.
I don't.
You're gonna be
well, they can run the courts, Adam. Relax.
all right. So if you're an angry patriot yourself,
he's literally like, what the is happening? He's like demanding that the guest also come to his side because he's like, come on, bro. You're a Mexican. You guys are misogynistic. You have an ancient misogyny that you repeat. What the fuck? Bro, he altered there. He hit every note on the way out.
Vinny officially has the Angry Patriot Valuetainment Edition.
Damn right.
Where the O is the Valuetainment logo, with the back says Future Looks Bright.
Oh, yes.
With the sides got the American flag. So if you...
Do you consider yourself a Nepo baby? Why or why not? Yes, I am a Nepo baby. I am my uncle's Nepo baby.
You are an angry patriot. Vinny, what colors do we have these in?
What is
we have that
happening
color,
here?
and then we also have green, right, Rob?
Rob,
we have
can
the
you
green
show
one.
it?
Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God, I would love to wear this shirt, dude. This is the sickest shirt. Angry Patriot, the future looks bright. What is happening? It's like communicating very weird messages to me. When will you stop suckling at Jank's Tita-san? Wait, what? What is going on? You got to go on this podcast? I do. I have to. PBD reminds me of my uncle. I love Hasan, but there are times that I'm very repulsive as a woman. Even the jokes aren't funny, my dude. If you can't enjoy me making fun of weirdo misogynists as a woman, I don't know. I mean... tune out, I guess. The angry positivity in this shirt is based, though. Feel those feelings and move them. What? Like, I don't know if you know this, but I'm making fun of them for having unhinged misogynistic attitudes. Does PBD remind you of Jank because of their similar takes on the crime wave? No. PBD is Jank if Jank finally took TRT, like I've asked him. I wish he did.